Hi students, welcome back to Biology House and I am Soumya. So we were dealing with Unit 12 Wide Classification of Basic Science Textbook Biology part of Class 8. So we have discussed some important topics in the previous class such as what is classification, taxonomy and milestones in taxonomy. And today we are going to discuss another important topic. So before starting the class, let me show you a picture. Here is the picture. What can you see in this picture? Yes, it is papaya. So I have an interesting experience to share with you about papaya during my college days in Trivandrum. In our class, there were students from different districts of Kerala. We friends used to share food with each other during lunch. On one such day, one of our friends from Trivandrum said that she is having kapanya thoran for lunch. We didn't understand what is kapanya. Then she said that in Trivandrum, papaya is commonly called kapanya. I told her in our locality in Kollam, we call papaya as kapaya. One friend from Alapura said it is kaplanya for them. Another friend from Palakkad said that it is omekya for them. Yet another friend from Kannur said that they call papaya as karumusa. This we came to know that there are different local names for papaya in different regions of Kerala. And we were wondered that how many names are there for a single plant. So some call it as papaya and it's also known as kaplanya, karumusa and other name is omekya. So these are different names for papaya. So I will show you some more examples. Okay. So try to find out the names of these organisms in your locality. So I think you all know this bird. You all have seen this bird. Haven't you seen this bird? Yes. So what this bird is known in your locality? What is the name for this bird in your locality? Yeah, we usually call them as uppen. In our locality, we call it as uppen. And in some places, it is known as chembotha, or in some other place, it is known as chagoram. And what about this plant? Is this plant familiar for you? This leaf? We all use this leaf for some purposes. What do you call this plant? Yeah, vatta. We call it as vatta. And some other places there is it is known as podukanni, upputhi, all such things. And what about this organism? What name? By what name this organism is known in your locality? Yeah, we call it as Parudara. Other than Parudara, I have heard calling it as Paragali. And it is also having other names in different places. Parudara, Karinkanni, Kalkunnan, Chedumpuram, all such things. So you from this itself, these examples itself, you can identify that each organism is having different names in different localities or in different regions. Even in a single language, even in Malayalam, we call them by different names in different regions of Kerala. So then just think about how much diverse names are there for these organisms in different language. See, we are using in a single language that is Malayalam. We are having so many names for these organisms for a single organism. then just think about how much diverse names are there for the organisms in different languages. And is there any problem for calling same organism by different names? And is there any chance of confusion? Yes, there is often chances of confusion. This will often leads to difficulties in studying about each organism. When one is studying about one particular organism, he might find difficulties in the course of his study because the same organism will be known by different names in different regions. So there is chances of difficulties or confusion. And scientists have proposed a solution to solve this problem. They decided to give a standard name for each organisms instead of them by different names. So the problem of local name is that it is different. Each single organism will be having different names. So to solve that problem, scientists decided to give a standard name for each organism. That means a well accepted name globally. And that solution was binomial nomenclature. So today we are going to discuss about the topic binomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature simply means the scientific approach of naming organisms, or it is a scientific method of naming organisms. Can you identify who is this? Can you recall who is this scientist we have discussed in the last class? Yes, it is Carl Linnaeus. And Carl Linnaeus is known for what? Yes, he is the father of taxonomy. And what were his contributions? Yes, taxonomic hierarchy and binomial nomenclature. So Carl Linnaeus is the father of modern taxonomy. He suggested the taxonomic hierarchy, which we have discussed in the last class, and he also proposed binomial nomenclature, which means the scientific method of naming organisms. So this is an illustration on mango tree. So you have to observe this illustration based on the indicators given here, and you have to note down your findings in your science diary. So the indicators are common name of the plant. From this, you have to identify the common name of the plant. Then you have to identify the scientific name of the plant. It is given here. So you have to find out the scientific name, the number of words in the scientific name. So from the scientific name you have identified, you have to find out the number of words in it. Then you have to further identify the genus name and then the species name. And the genus name and species name that you can identify from the taxonomic hierarchy given. So what is the common name of the plant? Yes, mango tree. And what about the scientific name? Yes, it is given here, Mangifera indica. And how many number of words are there in the scientific name? Yes, two words. Which are they? Mangifera and indica. And what is the genus name? Yes, it is given here. The genus name is Mangifera and the species name is indica. So you have identified that the scientific name for mango tree is having two words, and among the two words, the first name Mangifera is the genus name And the second word, indica, is the species name. So this is what is binomial nomenclature. According to binomial nomenclature, it is a scientific method of naming, and according to it, the binomial means two names and nomenclature means naming. Nomenclature means naming and binomial means two names. Hence, binomial nomenclature is the scientific method of naming by joining two names or two words. So, it is a scientific method of naming by joining two names or two words. Among the two words, the first word indicates the genus name and the second word indicates the species name. And this method of scientific naming was proposed by Carl Linnaeus. And the scientific name, the peculiarity of scientific name is that it is same all over the world. The scientific name of an organism is same all over the world, and it does not change or vary like the local names. So as shown in the illustration, you can see that the scientific name that is given according to the binomial nomenclature, you can see the Mangifera indica is the scientific name of mango tree, and it is given by joining two words, that is Mangifera and indica. And according to binomial nomenclature, the first word indicates the genus name. So here the genus name is Mangifera, and the second word indicates the species name, and it is indica here. So the genus name of mango tree is Mangifera and the species name is indica. I think now binomial nomenclature is clear for you. So now there is an activity for you. So here this is a table regarding the name of an organism, its genus name, species name and scientific name. So you have to complete this table, and one item have done for you. That is first one, that is mango tree. You have identified that the scientific name is Mangifera indica, and so its genus name is Mangifera and species name is indica. So the scientific name is found by joining the two words or the two names, that is genus name and the species name. Now you have to identify the scientific names of following organisms: cat, dog, crow, cow, hibiscus, golden shower tree, neem. And some scientific names were given. You have to complete the other part. So just complete the table. So the second one is cat, and the scientific name of cat is given here, Felis domesticus, and its genus name also is given, Felis. Then what about its species name? Yeah, it is domesticus. Then the scientific name of dog is given, Canis familiaris. Then what about the genus name and species name? Genus name is Canis, yes, and species name is familiaris. Then the scientific name of crow is given, that is Corvus plentans. So the genus name also is given, Corvus. What about the species name? Yeah, it is plentans. Then cow, the scientific name is given, Bos taurus, and the species name is Taurus. What about the genus name? Bos. Then hibiscus, the scientific name is Hibiscus rosa sinensis. Its genus name is Hibiscus and species name is Rosa sinensis. The next is golden shower tree. Golden shower tree, in Kerala it is commonly known as Kanikunna. Its genus name is given Cassia and its species name is Fistula. What about the scientific name? Yeah, it is Cassia fistula. By joining the two names, we will get the scientific name. Then what about neem? The genus name is Essa directa and species name is indica. So the scientific name will be Essa directa indica. So mango tree is Mangifera indica and cat is Felis domesticus, dog is Canis familiaris and crow is Corvus plentans and cow is Bos taurus and hibiscus, Hibiscus rosa sinensis And golden shower tree, it is Cassia fistula. And neem, it is Essa directa indica. Can you find out any peculiarity in the structure of scientific name? Is there any peculiarity in the font? Yes, the scientific names are given in italics. So that is one rule of binomial nomenclature. See here all names are given in italics. The scientific names, the genus name and species name is given in italics. When these scientific names are handwritten, we have to underline those names. The genus name and the species name have to be underlined separately when it is handwritten. But when it is typed, we have to give it italics font. Instead of underlining, we have to give the scientific name in italics. Then another rule is that you can see the two names, that is genus name and the species name is separately written, and you can see the genus name is having capital letter in the starting, or it starts with capital letter, but the species name is in small letters. See here you can see in the Mangifera indica the M is capital while indica I is small. So the species name always, so the genus name always starts with capital letter, but the species name is or will be always in small letters. So these are two rules regarding binomial nomenclature. When it is handwritten, we can underline the two names separately, but when it is typed, we can give it italics font. And the genus name always starts with a capital letter, but the species name will be always in small letters. And also, there should be space in between the two names. So today we have discussed about the topic binomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature is a scientific method of naming organisms, and it was proposed by Carl Linnaeus. Carl Linnaeus is known as the father of taxonomy. His major contributions were taxonomic hierarchy and binomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature is the scientific method of naming, and nomenclature means naming and binomial means two names. Hence, binomial nomenclature is the scientific method of naming by joining two names or two words. The first word indicates genus name and the second word indicates the species name, and it was proposed by Carl Linnaeus. And the scientific name of an organism is same all over the world. And we have discussed about the scientific names of different organisms. We have seen that mango tree, the scientific name is Mangifera indica, and cat is Felis domesticus, dog is Canis familiaris, crow is Corvus splendens, cow is Bos taurus, hibiscus is Hibiscus rosa sinensis, and then golden shower tree or canicona is Cassia fistula, and for neem, that is Essa directa indica. So I think now binomial nomenclature is very much clear for you. So now there is an enrichment activity for you. So note down the activity in your science diary. Find out the scientific names of elephant, peacock, tiger, rabbit, paddy, jackfruit, sapota, banana. So you can find out these scientific names either from the internet or from some books related to taxonomy. So thank you.